Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Bubba's EDC. Hope y'all are having a wonderful, wonderful Friday, whatever time of the day you're watching this. First and foremost, God is good. Woke me up this morning. I didn't want to get out of bed, though. I mean, I'll admit, I didn't want to get out of bed, but He woke me up this morning. So I'm so thankful for another day. And happy anniversary to my sweetheart, the love of my life. I know she doesn't watch the videos, and that's fine. It ain't her thing. But 22 years, she has graciously been my wife. We've actually been together. Our first date was October 11th, 2002. So we've been together, coming up on 23 years and married for 22. And I'm beyond blessed. She is the best. I don't care what none of the rest of you say. You can, in your house, you can say your wife is the best. To me, she's the best. And that's my story. It's the truth, and I'm sticking to it. So, it's Friday. We finally made it. So we got 8 more hours. Well, I don't know what time is it. Almost 7. Had to stop and get gas this morning. I didn't think I'd have to do that. I thought I had enough, so it slowed me down a few minutes. But yeah, 8 more hours of the day, and then the weekend is here. I had a text message this morning that came in sometime during the night. I didn't even check to see what time it came in, but Big Jim, Barlow Brigade, Uncle Jim, as I call him, to the rescue with a detailed video for me, personal to me, about toasting bone. And look, I'm one of those, I prefer you just shoot me straight, okay? Don't shoot me, but tell me straight. If I'm being a jackhole, tell me I'm being a jackhole. I've always told my pastor, I said, I would rather you give it to me straight, because that's what I need. I said, I don't need any leeway, because the way my brain and personality is, the human side of me, I don't need any leeway. So shoot me straight. Tell me what I need to hear, not what I want to hear. And boy, he shot me straight in the video. He said, when that bone got that hot that you couldn't touch it, that's ridiculous. And I laughed. I was like, that is ridiculous. You're right. That is ridiculous that I got it that hot. So he pointed out some things, about there's a setting on one of my propane, butane, whatever it's called, torches, where you can adjust the flame, smaller or bigger. I did not think of that yesterday when I did that elephant toe. So I don't know if that little torch had it. The big one I know does, but from the day I bought it, it wouldn't always fire. It's almost like it's not striking, whatever, I don't know. But he gave me some great tips, some great ideas, and he told me he can help me get some of the green back too if I want to cover up some of the white. I don't know though. I do kind of like the white. I don't want to damage the knife for sure, because it was a gift from Jim. I just wanted to add a little character to it, and practice on it. And HT came on my video and commented, and I really appreciate HT coming on. He's like, you were brave to try it on camera. Brave, yet not successful. But that's okay, because one brother said, look, all failures are ones who don't try, or something to that effect. Oh crap, I forgot, they blocked this road off. I wasn't supposed to come this way. Oh, they're always doing construction here in Georgia. Well, let's see where they're going to reroute me. Anywho, so all you that commented, I appreciate you. HT said the amber bone, he said, will probably take the darkening a little better. I'm happy to hear that. And at the same time, I'm scared to mess with it until I can get it worked out on some other knives. So what I might try to do is find a deal on a couple of Frost or Rough Rider, just natural bones, and if I can get 2 or 3 cheap ones, and then I can practice on those, because I actually want to try jigging too. I was thinking of that video Aaron Williams had done where he had done that Baron Son that he gave away for his 1,000 or 1,500 subscribers, whatever it was, one Big Jim one, ironically. And I remember watching him jig that, and then he would darken it with the butane. And I don't remember. I have to go back and watch the videos. I think he did it on lives. I don't remember if he got the valleys and grooves darkened with the torch, or if he did that with dye. I need to go back and look, but I'd like to try my hand at doing a little jigging. But the idea of the stuff being toasted, I just really like that. You know, in my brain, whatever my brain is, I thought, okay, well, you know, you had the peanut butter and jelly, that was a dark color, and they toasted it. You had the Sea Dragon, that was a bluish green, and they toasted it. You know, you got the Tin Roof, which is the gray bone, they toasted it. So my brain, I thought, oh, this is going to work flawlessly. But there's definite technique. So learn from my mistakes, learn from my bad example, and definitely practice on a lower dollar value knife. And be patient. Take your time. Keep your heat away from it. Maybe Jim will put out a full tutorial video at some point for everybody. You know, 'cause I know, you know, Knife Doctor, he showed doing some, and Aaron showed doing some. I don't know if anybody has showed doing it the whole way with no fast forwards, no pauses, no skips, no cuts. I don't know if anybody, there's probably somebody out there, just probably somebody I'm not aware of. But that would be such a great video, such an asset to the community. Because I know there's a lot of guys who would like to toast some of their stuff. So, you know, if somebody wants to take on that mantle and do that, you know, a full video from a raw knife all the way till it's toasted in the end, you know, it could be a long video. Because Big Jim's like, you know, you were trying to cram all this into 13 minutes. He's like, and I understand. He's like, but you can't really do that. You know, it takes time, it takes patience. But he did say I should be able to sand out some of that dark area, which that makes me happy, because that was just a big black doo-doo spot, basically. So, Big Jim, Uncle Jim, I love you. Thank you, Unc. I appreciate it. Man, he has so much knowledge, so much information. He's very open. He's very transparent with everybody, you know. He's talked about his past, and he's talked about just life in general, and I really appreciate that. You know, sometimes it's easy on something like YouTube to be fake. You know, it's easy to, well, I don't want to show this, I don't want to show my vulnerabilities. You know, part of that is just as a man thing. You know, men for centuries have, you know, you got to be tough, you got to be this, you got to be that. That's not being a man. You can't have emotion, you can't cry, you got to be stoic and like a rock all the time. No, I vehemently disagree. And I just appreciate honesty and transparency. And nobody has to be transparent and say, oh, I have this much money in my bank account, and I don't know what I'm going to do this week for groceries, or my wife just cussed at me, or my wife is fighting with me, angry with me, or, you know, we don't need that kind of transparency. We don't need nothing like that. But just transparent about, you know, things, experiences and different things can be beneficial to people. You know, I've had people tell me that they appreciated different things I've said, and I was like, wow. I was like, well, I'm glad. I never would have thought, anything I would have said would have helped anybody. I certainly want to be a blessing to people. I certainly don't want to be a hindrance to anybody along this journey we call life. So I just appreciate you, Uncle Jim. I do. I can't wait to meet you in Ellaville. Pray the Lord keeps you in good health, even better health than what you are now. And we get to see each other and hug each other and just have a good old time. I'm really looking forward to Ellaville. I really, really am. Last year, me and Nate went down and we didn't know anybody other than each other. So we stayed pretty close to each other most of the time because we bounced things off each other. I videoed a little more than he did. And Knife Doctor was gracious enough to use my video for his ads for the show this year, which blew my mind, made me feel special. But we split up a little bit, and we did, we both got to meet the Deep South crew. We got to meet, we met Kevin, obviously, and Michael Hale, Mike from Rasputin's Castle, Eric and his brother Vince, maybe? I think it's Vince. I did talk to Mr. Reggie Heidelberg and his wife briefly, but I didn't know who they were. I was just looking at stuff on their table. But it was such a good time, and now that I know more people, and there should be a lot of YouTubers there, a lot of people that y'all have seen. I know ones that are planning on going. Obviously things could change because this is just mid-August, so we still got September, October, November. We still got 3 months basically from today, the 15th. But, for instance, ones that are planning on going, myself, Nate from Green's Blade Revival, I believe Mike from Make Cutlery Great Again, Kevin from Alabama Knife and Tool, Chase from Southern Blades, Terry from Terry's Knives and Man Stuff, Randy from Georgia Adventurer, obviously Kevin and Michael Hale from their channels, Knife Doctor and world famous Michael Hale, Matt from Knife Crazy, I believe, Crawford from Carolina Knives, Mario from MIPD 1980 EDC all the way out in Central Texas is going to try to come, which will be awesome. I haven't got to meet Mario yet. I believe Jerry Phillips, Shelby Knife Guy, is coming, planning on it. Travis from the Knife Shift, I haven't heard. He came to Blade Show, so he might plan on coming to Ellaville too. I think Pat from Cheesy Moon Workshop, Patrick, I think he's coming. Bobby from Rugged Cross Knives is coming. I think maybe Tim from Bearded Knife Guy. Jim from Hunting, Fish, and Praying. I can't believe I left Jim out till the very end. Obviously, brother Big Jim, Uncle Jim, Barlow Brigade, brother Rex from Brother Blades and More, the Deep South crew, Clark's Kentucky Knives, brother Dwayne, I think Mickey from Hillbilly Ridge, Brian from Brian's Knives. I mean, y'all, there's going to be a mess of YouTubers there. Just a mess of good people, and way more vendors than last year, because last year was just inside, and last I heard, I think the outside was sold out, if memory serves correct. So it's going to be a good time. I'm looking forward to it. I hope it's just nice and cool that day, maybe 65, 70 degrees, mid-November. That's highly likely that we can have a good day like that. So it's going to be a good time. I'm looking forward to it. 3 months away. Getting here quick, boy. It really don't even seem like it's been 9 months since I was there, and since I started the YouTube channel. It's kind of crazy. This year is flying by. To think that it's mid-August already. It's been one of the quickest years. And I don't know if it's because I've been so busy this year, like busier than even when I used to work 7 days a week, 6-7 days a week in the movies, this is going way faster, working 5 days a week, but just because of the mental stuff. So yeah, what a year so far. possibly we'll have good news about our church on Sunday. Pastor said we might have some news. I believe they're expecting the appraisal today. So it's an exciting time. It's a nervous time, but it's exciting. See what's going to happen. Let's see what else. Got some rosecraft in yesterday from the pass around group. Stuff had kind of got backed up somewhere along the way, so I had several knives hit me at one time. I'm waiting on an email back from Andy. I believe 2 of them are supposed to end with me. And then I've got another fixed blade to review and another folder to review. But one of them I've already reviewed. So I'll find out. Just waiting on Andy to email me back, because I don't want to just assume. I did the math of, who all they've hit, so I think I know about 2 of them. But it's gotten a little confusing because there was 2 different sets of knives going around, and then people got behind or delayed or whatever, and then knives piled up, and it just kind of confused a whole lot of people. At least it wasn't just me that was confused. I'm used to being confused, but I wasn't the only one this time. So I talked to a couple of the guys yesterday, and maybe 3 of the guys, and they were all kind of confused. I'm gonna give you a sneak peek. Just pulled up to the job. Yeah, I'm a few minutes late, but that's all right. But this is the last of the fixed blades. This is the RCF 001, and y'all, I might like it better than the 3. Jimping on the back. This blade is not the same kind of powder coated. I don't know if this is powder coated or if it's something else. It's got jimping up front too. Red liners with the green micarta, I believe. Big old choil up front. I mean, you can really get in there. It's actually got jimping there, and there. So you can really, I think this is going to be my favorite. That kind of a lanyard hole versus one drilled in the center. Yeah. Just by feeling it, I think this is my favorite. So I'm excited. I'm going to tote this one today. Let's see what my mini trapper is for today. We got to still represent our buddy Zach up there with the mini trapper if I can get it out of my pocket. Of course, I got my pocket cross. Still toting the J.O. Venture slip. Y'all ready? Look at that. Winchester Hornet Series. Just gorgeous. Now, I'll make some of you mad. I don't care. I don't cut with it. I will not cut with it. Nope. Only if it was a life or death situation. That just sits right there in the pocket and just makes me feel good. The Stag. Lucid Jack. Ooh. From Rosecraft. Ain't that gorgeous? This is one of the ones that Andy had introduced in the middle of the thing last time. He had sent one to me and one to another guy, and so then they come back around to us, as far as I know. So I'm hoping that's one I get to keep right there. But that's it for the day. Caffeine. Let me head on into this job and get this week over with. God bless you. I love you. Y'all be good. Until the next time, do something kind for somebody else. It goes a long way. See ya.